Chapter 3. Java and BlueJ. Language is a way of communication that bridges the gap between people and helps them to barter ideas and feelings. Generally, we use a language, that is, Hindi, English, Urdu, Punjabi, Bengali, or Malayalam to communicate with each other. Likewise, we use a variety of languages, termed programming languages. A programming language has its own set of rules that is referred to as syntax. Syntax is known as the grammar of a programming language like any other language. Java. In this modern era of networks and internet, all the applications being developed must have a global outlook. We need software that works anywhere on any platform and with other applications as well. The Java programming language is a machine-independent language. It means that a Java program written on a computer will run on any other computer even if the hardware configuration or the operating system is different. Java is an object-oriented programming language. It was developed in January 1996 by a team of Sun Microsystems, headed by James Gosling. Later on in 2010, it was acquired by Oracle. Java is also used as a language for creating internet-based applications. It creates small application modules which can be embedded into web pages. These modules are called applets that enable a user to interact with the web pages. Most of the applications that we download on mobile phones for internet games are developed in Java. BlueJ and its features. BlueJ is an IDE, integrated development environment, for beginners to write, edit, and execute the Java programs. It allows students to write programs using an interactive visual environment, which gives them a good understanding of the programming concept. BlueJ includes an editor, which you use to write your programs, a debugger, to help you find your mistakes, a viewer, to see the parts of your program, an easy way to run Java programs, an easy way to view documentation. BlueJ is a Java development environment that is being developed and maintained by a joint research group at Deakin University, Melbourne, Australia, and the University of Kent in Canterbury, UK, explicitly as an environment for teaching introductory object-oriented programming. An object-oriented programming language is an art of separating the program into a number of objects, that is, self-contained application components that work together in order to complete the task. Object. Objects are real-world entities or items. It can either be non-living entities, such as pencil, copy, desk, bench, car, scooter, calculator, phone, and laptop, or living entities like dog, horse, and plant, etc. Every individual can also be considered as an object. Real-world objects have two characteristics. They all have state and behavior. Let us understand by taking an example of a car. When we describe a car as an object, there are a number of physical factors which contribute to define its state, such as its brand name, color, speed, size, number of seats, etc. In addition, the car has several functional definitions. It transports people to different locations by controlling its speed and direction, an accelerator to increase or decrease its speed, and brakes to stop it. These functions directly control the car's data, that is the direction, the position, and the speed. While traveling in a car, we need not know how these operations work. To stop a car, for example, we just press the brake pedal. But we may not know how the pedal stops the car. We just know that it works. All these functions and data work together to define the object of car. These functions work the same way for almost all cars but not for any other object, like a television, a washing machine, or a refrigerator. This clearly depicts that state determines the properties, appearance, and other qualities of the object, whereas the behavior describes what the object does, that is, it determines the possible operations an object can perform. Software objects also have a state and behavior. The software object maintains its state in variables and implements its behavior through methods. The features of object-oriented programming help us to organize the program code elegantly by dividing it into many manageable objects, which are easy to understand and implement. Similarly, each object contains its own set of variables to store data and exposes its behavior through methods, functions. Class. A class represents a group of objects of the same kind. In other words, we can say that the objects are considered as members of a class. A car, bike, bus, truck, etc. are the members of class vehicle. Example: all the vehicles have the same properties and common behavior. They have wheels, power, engine, and are used for transportation. Even if we compare two different bikes of the same brand, they are also different objects, as they can be differentiated on the basis of their registration number. If you consider the Bajaj Pulsar as a class, then all models of Bajaj Pulsar, with their different registration numbers, can be considered as its objects. Similarly, an apple, banana, and orange are considered as the objects of the class fruit. A class may be regarded as a blueprint to create objects. It defines data and functions common to all objects of a certain kind. A class consists of two aspects: variables and functions. The variables form the state of an object, and the functions of a class use these variables to perform various operations. Thus, the functions form the behavior of an object. Once a class is defined, we can create any number of objects belonging to that class that share the common state and behavior. Hence, a class is known as a factory that produces similar objects. An object belonging to a particular class is called an instance of that class. Features of object-oriented programming. Let us have a look at some more features of object-oriented programming. Abstraction. Abstraction is a very important feature of object-oriented programming. It is used to manage the complexity of the system, that is, it provides only the essential features of the system to the user and hides all the complex processes. For example, while using an ATM machine, you insert your debit or credit card in the provided slot and follow the instructions that appear on the screen. After providing the correct PIN number and entering the desired amount, money is collected from the machine. In the above given example, only a user has the rights to interact with the interface using the provided tools. He never comes to know about the processes that run in the background and the functions that interact with each other. Encapsulation. Encapsulation is the technique of binding both data and functions together to keep them safe from unauthorized access and misuse. Encapsulation ensures that a user cannot access the data without proper authorization. It also ensures that a user can have access only to those functions for which he is authorized, while other functions remain unaffected. Let us understand the concept of encapsulation with the help of the above given example of an ATM machine. In this scenario, data can be accessed by using the given functions. However, the most important point to note is that while using an ATM, you can only access the data that belongs to you. You cannot see the account balance of other customers. Inheritance. Inheritance is the feature using which an object in one class acquires the properties and behavior of objects of another class, which means you can create new classes that are built upon existing class and can reuse the methods and fields of the parent class. This property brings the concept of object-oriented programming a step closer to our lives, as it reflects the real-life concept of heredity in programming. Heredity is defined as the transfer of characteristics from parents to their children. Now, let us understand the concept of inheritance with the help of an example. Example. A class bird can be broadly classified as flying birds and non-flying birds. The principle behind this sort of classification is that each derived class shares the common characteristics with the class from which it is derived. Polymorphism. Polymorphism means many forms. It helps the programmer to use the same function name for more than one purpose. Now let us understand the concept of polymorphism by taking the example of mobile phone. Your mobile phone too has polymorphic ability, that is, one name, but many functions. Let us understand this with the help of following figure. Similarly, in OOP, polymorphism is a feature that allows a function to behave differently for different objects. Starting BlueJay. Step 1. Click on Start BlueJay. Or double-click on the BlueJay icon on the desktop to start BlueJay. The first screen of BlueJay will appear for a moment, followed by the BlueJay working environment screen. Creating a Java program. To create a new program, follow these steps. Step 1. Click on the project menu. A pop-up menu appears. Select the new project option from it. Step 2. You will find the new project dialog box on the screen. Define the project name, let us say CBSE, which will store the file for this project. Click on the Create button to move to the next screen. Step 3. You will get another screen. Now, click on the New Class option. Step 4. The BlueJay Create New Class dialog box appears. Define the class name Welcome in the text box. Click OK. You will get another screen as shown in the figure. The class, named Welcome, is created and its icon appears on the BlueJay CBSE window. Step 5. Double-click on the Welcome class icon. The program code window appears as shown in the figure. Writing program code. To write program code, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the program code by pressing Ctrl+A and delete the program code by pressing either the delete key or the backspace key. Step 2. Now, type a new program in the program code window as shown here. Structure of a Java program. The above Java program is made up of the following parts: comments. The text within /* or after / is treated as a comment and is ignored by a computer. A single line comment begins with double slashes, whereas a comment block starts with /* and ends with */. Class declaration. The class keyword declares the program's name. It indicates that we are going to create a new class. For example, Welcome is the name of the class in the above program. The name of the Java program must match with the class name. Main The single method used in the welcome class is called main. This is the place from where program's execution begins when the class is executed. The main is defined as being public static with a void return type. In the above program, the main method contains one statement, that is system.out.println. Public. The keyword public indicates that the method can be called from anywhere inside or outside the class. Keyword static indicates that the method remains the same for all instances of a class. Void. The void is a Java keyword which signifies that the function will not return any result except the text that we enter in the print statements. String args. The last part of this statement is string args. It is also called command line argument, where args is an array, set, of string objects that represents arguments or parameters passed on to the class at the time of execution. System.out.println. This statement is used to print any message or result on the terminal screen. Any text written in double quotes is printed as such. Anything written without quotes is treated as a program component and its value will be printed. We can use the plus symbol to combine two or more items in a single line. Compiling and running. Compilation is a process of converting the programming statement to a machine-level code by a compiler. To do so, follow these steps. Step 1. Click on the Compile button placed at the top of the ribbon. If there is no error in the program, it will display the message in the lower pane of the window, class compiled, no syntax error, as shown in the figure. Step 2. In case there are errors, remove them and compile the program again. Now click on the Close button. Step 3. Now, right-click on the Welcome class icon. Select Void Main, String, Args option from the pop-up menus as shown in the figure. Step 4. You will get a BlueJ method called dialog box as shown in the figure. Click OK. The output will be displayed on the BlueJ terminal window. Modifying a program. You can make changes in the program anytime. To do so, follow these steps. Step 1. Double-click on the Welcome class icon. Step 2. The program screen will appear. Now make the changes you want to do. Step 3. Save the changes and recompile the program as discussed earlier. If no error reflects on the screen, it means that the changes are correct. Step 4. Now execute the program. Fundamentals of Java language. Tokens. The smallest meaningful element of a Java program is called a token. Tokens define the structure of the Java language. The tokens are the basic building blocks, which can be put together to construct programs. A token can be a reserved word, such as int or while, an identifier, such as sum or I, a constant, such as 5 or Anand, a punctuator, such as bracket or semicolon, or an operator, such as plus or %. All the tokens that comprise Java are known as Java token set. Identifiers. An identifier is any name given to different components of a Java program. Identifiers are used to denote class name, method name, and variable name. These are defined by the Java programmer. Remember these rules for naming identifiers. An identifier that we use in a program may be composed of any combination of letters. Capital A to Z, or small a to Z, underscore or $sign. An identifier should not be a Java keyword. Java identifier can be of any length. Keywords. Keywords are the reserved words of a Java program with some special meaning. and can be used for that purpose only. The keywords cannot be used as identifiers, that is, variable name, class name, or method name. All the keywords are written in lowercase letters only, for example, public, void, class, etc. Constants. Constants mean the fixed values that do not change during the execution of a program. These values can be digits or character constants. For example, 12 minus 22.5, 7.5, Blue Jay. Anand. Constants are also referred as literals. Numeric constants. These values can be integer constants or real constants, such as 12, minus 5, 23, 34, minus 786. Integer constants, 1.55, 0.756, real constants, etc. Character constants. These constants can be single character constants or string, multi-character constants. A single character constant is enclosed in single quotes. For example, P, 4, S, whereas. A string constant is a sequence of characters enclosed within double quotes. For example, Anand, welcome to the world of Java. Variables. A variable is a named location in the memory which stores data temporarily. A variable has a unique name, a type, and a size, which is used to identify it in a program. It can hold one data at a time and can accept different values during the execution of the program. Let us understand with the help of an example. Area of circle is equal to P asterisk rad2. In the above statement, the area of circle and rad are variables. During the course of execution, we can find the area of circle by entering the value of radius. The variable rad will store the previous value of radius until we assign it a new value. Hence, using a variable, we can easily calculate the area of circle as many times as we wish. Variable declaration and initialization. In Java, each variable must be declared before it is used in a program. The variable declaration consists of two parts: the data type of the variable and the name of the variable. Syntax: data type, variable name. The above mentioned statements will declare the variables named as age, percentage, and grade of data types int, float, and char respectively. We can also declare more than one variable of the same data type using a single statement. By placing a comma in between. Data types. Data types are defined as the data storage format that a variable can store to perform some specific operation. Each data type uses a Java keyword to be characterized. To utilize maximum amount of memory, Java provides a large number of data types. The main data types in Java are as follows: type integer, data type int, size 2 to 4 bytes, 16 bits to 32 bits, description 34, 89, 78, minus 98, minus 76, etc. Type fractional, data type float double, size 4 to 8 bytes, 32 bits to 64 bits, description 45.89, minus 98.876, 88.2, etc. Type character, data type char, size 2 bytes, 16 bits, description A, B, C, D, etc. Anand, India, etc. Type Boolean, data type Boolean. Size 1 bit. Description: true, false. For example, int a, b, c. In the above given example, variables a, b, and c are integer type variables separated by commas. Variable initialization. Initialization is a process of assigning some initial value to a variable. In the given example, the first statement will declare a variable named as age of type int and initialize it with 16. The second statement will declare a variable named as percentage of type float and initialize it with value 96.5. Operators. Operators are special symbols that are used to perform calculations. Operators are applied to the variables and constants to form an expression. For example, x is equal to y/4. In the above given expression, x and y are variables, 4 is a constant, and slash are operators. Here, y variable is divided by 4 using the division operator, I, and the result is stored in x using the assignment operator. The basic operators used in Java are defined in the following table. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform basic arithmetical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. Operator addition. Symbol plus. Format A plus B. Description: this operator is used to add two operands. The operands can be int, float, or double. If they are strings, they will be concatenated. Result: if A is equal to 15, B is equal to 318. Operator subtraction. Symbol minus. Format A minus B. Description: this operator is used to subtract the value of one operand from another. Result 12. Operator multiplication. Symbol asterisk. Format asterisk B. Description: this operator is used to multiply the value of two operands. Result 45. Operator division. Symbol slash. Format /B. Description: this operator is used to divide the value of one operand with the value of another operand and find the quotient. Result 5. Operator modulus. Symbol %. Format a modulus B. Description: this operator is used to find the remainder of a division. Result 0. Relational operators. Relational operators are used to test the relation between two variables. A relational expression returns either true or false, Boolean result. These operators are used to evaluate any condition. Operator double is equal to, meaning this operator is used to check the equality between two operands. Example: x is equal to y. Result: if x is equal to 34, y is equal to 9. False. Operator not is equal to, meaning this operator checks the non-equality between two operands. Example: x not is equal to y. Result: true. Operator greater than, meaning this operator checks whether the first value is greater than the second value. Example: x is greater than y. Result: true. Operator smaller than, meaning this operator checks whether the first value is less than the second value. Example: x is smaller than y. Result: false. Operator greater than is equal to, meaning this operator checks whether the first value is greater than or equal to the second value. Example: X is greater than equal to Y. Result, true. Operator, smaller than is equal to. Meaning, this operator checks whether the first value is less than or equal to the second value. Example, X is smaller than is equal to Y. Result, false. Logical operators. Logical operators are used for logical operations, which compare the result of relational expressions and give the result as of true or false. Logical operators are used as both binary and unary operators. Java provides three logical operators, which are described below: operator and expression, 6 more than 8 and 35 less than 25. Result, false. Reason, both the expressions are false. Operator, or. Expression, 29 more than is equal to 29 or 20 less than 16. Result, true. Reason, first expression is true. Operator, not. Expression, not. 31 is equal to 15. Result, true. Reason, 31 is not equal to 15. Unary operator. There are some special operators in Java known as unary operators. Unary operators work on single variable or constant. These operators are used to increase or decrease the value stored in a variable by 1. Operator, plus plus. Meaning, this is a unary increment operator. Example, a plus plus. Evaluation, a is equal to a plus 1. If a is equal to 9, result 10. Operator, dash, dash. Meaning, this is a unary decrement operator. Example, a, dash, dash. Evaluation, a is equal to a minus 1. Result, 8. Assignment operator. Assignment operator, equal sign, is used to assign a value to a variable constant. The variables are always on the left-hand side of the assignment operator, and the value to be assigned is always on the right-hand side of the assignment operators. Operator plus is equal to. Assignment operator, a is equal to a plus 1. If a is equal to 14, n is equal to 7, result 15. Operator, minus, is equal to. Assignment operator, a is equal to a minus 1. Result, 13. Operator, asterisk, is equal to. Assignment operator, a is equal to a asterisk n, result, 98. Operator, slash is equal to. Assignment operator, a is equal to a slash n, result, 2. Operator, percent is equal to. Assignment operator, a is equal to a percent n, result, 0. Precedence of operators. In mathematics, solving an expression with one operator is very simple. For example, 30 plus 20 equals 50. But, if we have more than one operator in the entire expression, then how can we evaluate the overall value of the expression? In such cases, we use the rule of BODMAS to evaluate the precedence of operators. For example, 30 plus 20 asterisk 10 is equal to more than 30 plus 20 asterisk 10 is equal to more than 30 plus 200 equals more than 230. Operator type. Brackets, parentheses. Plus plus, minus, minus, unary operators. Power, exponent. Asterisk, multiplication. Slash, division. Percent, modulus. Plus, addition. Minus, subtraction. Similarly in Java, when an expression contains more than one operator, We use the rule of BEDMAS to evaluate the precedence of operators. It decides the order in which different operators in an expression are evaluated. The class declaration. Let us understand the concept of a class and how it is declared and used with the help of the following program. Accepting arguments through main method. Java is a language that provides good support for object-oriented programming. Till now you have created such programs in which values are assigned to the variables before compilation. Java offers the facility to accept input from the user after compilation, and the output of the program is based upon these inputs. This can be achieved if you pass a variable as an argument to the main method. Example 4. Create a program that will accept the bill of a customer and add 5% service tax to it. Output. Old bill is 600 rupees. Total bill including service taxes, 630 rupees. Example 5. Program to find the area and perimeter of a rectangle by using the assignment operator. Output. Entered values are 5 and 7. Area of a rectangle is equal to 35. Perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 24. Knowledge zone. James Arthur Gosling, a Canadian computer scientist, is known as the father of the Java programming language. The development of BlueJ was started in 1999 by Michael Koling and John Rosenberg at Monash University as a successor to the Blue system.